So, JUCK over.
We cannot allow everything to be stripped away from us because they change the formats around us, the traditions, the stadiums, the uniforms, the rivalries. We allow them to devalue it. We lose a lot of what makes college football special. Don't let them do it. Don't let them devalue what it means to you. I don't know. Maybe it's just my age. Hey, welcome into JUCK on Bucks on a Friday. So, Jesus is a Buckeye says, what makes you think Jelani is going to be so quick to hit the portal if he's not tight end number one? A lot of projecting going on, what you'd do if you were him. Kid never came across as a quitter to me, even when times were hard for him. Real steady Eddie. And you got Jelani Thurman as your wild card. 6'6", 260, incredibly long wingspan, excellent athlete. In year 3, he could boom for the Buckeyes, or he could be in the spring portal. We don't know. And I know talking about that is taboo for some people. It's not for me. I don't understand why that has to be such a weird thing. People say like, oh, I'm not putting anybody in the portal. Yes, it's definitely a possibility that Jelani Thurman, with Max Clare being brought in, finds his way in the spring portal. It's a possibility, and we can talk about it. I hope it doesn't happen. I hope he booms. Nate Roberts. This brings up a really interesting discussion. Let's start with that last part first. You and I view this totally differently, which is maybe why I don't have an issue talking about it. Players with a realistic NFL shot who enter the transfer portal because they don't see playing time in year 3, those aren't quitters in my book. The goals of players like him, high 4-star, almost a 5-star, with an NFL frame coming out of high school, and a father who played in the NFL, starred in the NFL, his goal is to make it to the NFL. And you can get there playing anywhere. The number 1 tight end coming out of college into the NFL draft is from Penn State. Number 2 is from Bowling Green. You can get there anywhere, but you can't get there on the bench. This has absolutely nothing to do with a kid being a quitter to me. And I'm not sure if you're factoring this in here, but we're not talking anymore about a guy sitting in his dorm room sulking that I can't get on the field. These guys have agents who are advising them on their career and how they are going to make the most money and maximize their opportunity to get to the NFL. And make no mistake about it, Jelani Thurman, Odell Thurman's son, he's got a good agent. So when we talk about projecting, I'm telling you not my feelings. I'm telling you 100 out of 100 times, this is what the agent is saying to this kid. Jelani, it's year 3 for you. You had 2 blocking tight ends. You were the receiving tight end now that G. Scott's gone. And they just went in and brought in the number 1 receiving tight end in the country with 2 years of eligibility, same as you. You were supposed to be that guy. So here's the question. Do you think, Jelani, that Ohio State is going to throw the ball enough to the tight ends that there's going to be enough for the 2 of you to eat for the next 2 years? I know you love it here, but this isn't the only avenue to the NFL for you. And this isn't Larry Johnson or James Laurinaitis or Tim Walton's room. This is Keenan Bailey's room. I can get you a starting job, triple the money, a week after that portal opens, and you can go show everybody who you really are. So go compete your butt off in the spring, talk to them after the spring, see where you're at, because here's the truth, Jelani. They knew when they brought him in here that this was a possibility, and they owe it to shoot you straight. And guess what? The agent is right. He's right that Ohio State knew damn well when they brought in Max Clare, they could lose Jelani. And they were willing to do it when they brought in Max Clare. What does that tell you? Did they quit him? Or are they just looking out for their best interest? And he needs to look out for his. This is a business now, like it or not. That doesn't make you a quitter. This conversation that I just laid out is happening in every single situation when a transfer is brought in on top of somebody or when a younger player passes you up. That example there is Gabe Powers getting leapfrogged by Arvell Reese. Gabe goes to Kansas State. Hero Canoe getting leapfrogged by Edric Houston. Hero goes to Texas. Do you think Gabe Powers or Hero Canoe are quitters? Because I don't. Do you think Devin Brown's a quitter? Do you think Patrick Gerd is a quitter? I don't like this any more than anybody else, man. But we're talking about decisions that need to be made to try to facilitate the opportunity for a life-changing contract in the NFL that they don't get if they don't play, and it's just that simple. So I don't resent anybody for making that decision. Matter of fact, I have much more resentment for those who are already making money and are NFL guys and decide that they are going to flip from a good situation they're in just to go get a slightly larger bag. That's where the resentment comes in for me. Not guys who need to see the field. Kyle McCord, for instance. Kyle McCord, a lot of people said, called him a quitter, hated that decision. If I'm Kyle McCord or I'm Kyle McCord's agent, like, Kyle, if you go back to Ohio State and you don't win that job, you are sitting on the bench for your last year and you don't have a chance at the NFL. You don't have a chance. Is that worth the risk? Or would you rather drop down in schools, go sling it around, start your senior year? And obviously, he made the right choice. If he stays at Ohio State and doesn't win the job, he is nowhere near the NFL draft right now. These are the decisions that these guys got to make now. And with absolutely no drawback other than people calling you a quitter, it's an easy decision for some. And if Jelani Thurman loves Ohio State, he's going to stay. All right, guys, those are my rants today. As always, I appreciate you all so much. Love the debate. Look, if we all agreed on everything, this stuff would be boring as it is. It's exciting as hell, and I love it. And I love you guys. Appreciate you all so much. I had like 4 other segments. That's what happens when you take a day off around here. We'll have a robust weekend show. Maybe we'll pop that puppy on live on Saturday afternoon. Yeah, let's do that. We'll do that Saturday afternoon. We'll do a live show. All right. Talk to you guys then. Have a good one. Juck and Bucks out. Hello. Hello. Maybe I should leave this in one time. I do this every time. Wonder if you guys would be interested to know that I do this because the microphone doesn't really calibrate to my voice immediately. If I just start off by saying, "Hey, welcome to Juck on Bucks," it's really flipping loud. Now it's about time to start. And welcome to Juck on Bucks. Appreciate you so much for joining me on a